Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and the Kids Learning Fun Club. Today we're going to be learning about verbs. Round of applause. Let me share my screen and let's get started. Let's do that. Here we are, verbs. Let me share this. Okay, great. Verbs. So as you can see, there's a girl running, and there's a girl jumping and a boy running. Running, jumping. You got it. Verbs. Let's move on. Verbs are one of the 8 parts of speech. Let's revise that. Nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. We're going to be learning about verbs. So let's move on to the next slide. Verbs. What are verbs? A verb is a word that expresses an action or state of being, like eating, sleeping, and even thinking, or to be, like am, is, are. Let's move on. There are 7 different types of verbs. There are action verbs, linking verbs, main verbs, helping verbs, regular verbs, and irregular verbs. Say it with me, please. Action verbs, linking verbs, main verbs, and helping verbs, regular verbs, and irregular verbs. So, listen carefully. A main verb can be an action verb, linking verb, a regular verb, and an irregular verb. We'll go further into detail later. Let's move on. Action verb. What's an action verb? Well, an action verb is a word or group of words that expresses an action. It tells what the subject does. Like, baby is sleeping. Baby here is the subject. And what is the baby doing? It's sleeping. What a cute baby. Don't you agree? So sleeping is the action verb. I ran 4 miles today. I ran 4 miles today. We know that I is the subject. And what did I do? What did I do today? I ran. So ran is the action verb because ran is an action. It's the action. I was doing something. I ran. So ran is the action verb. I ran 4 miles today. Let's move on. Next example. My dad is cooking pasta today. So my dad is the subject. My dad is cooking pasta today. What is my dad doing? My dad is cooking pasta today. So what does my dad do? He's cooking. So cooking is the action verb because cooking shows an action. Oh, Dad, make sure to add some Italian seasoning. The best. My friend opened the refrigerator. So my friend here is the subject. But what did my friend do? My friend opened the refrigerator. So opened would be the action verb because it's showing an action. What did my friend do? He opened the refrigerator. Don't take all my food. Let's move on. Linking verb. What's a linking verb? A linking verb links the subject with a word in the predicate. Like, suppose this is a sentence. This part would be the subject, and this part would be the predicate. And we need something to link them together. So we use a linking verb. show you by giving you an example. The most common linking verb is be. Some forms of be is it, is, am, are, was, and were. So now let me give you an example. Here we have a sentence. Madison and Rohan are my friends. We need to find the subject. Subject or subjects? Here, Madison and Rohan are the subjects. And what's the predicate? My friends. The predicate tells more about the subject. So, what are Madison and Rohan? They're my friends. My friends is the predicate, which tells more about the subject, or Madison and Rohan. So my friends tell more about Madison and Rohan. What are Madison and Rohan? My friends. But anyways, if Madison and Rohan are the subject and my friends is the predicate, then what do we use to put them together? Linking verb. So the linking verb here is are. Great job. Are is the linking verb. Let's give you another example. She was pretty. She is the predicate. She is the subject, and pretty is the predicate. Okay? Don't follow my mistakes. She is the subject. Pretty is the predicate. What do we need to link them together? A linking verb. And the linking verb here is was. Because she was pretty. As you can see, the subject and the predicate, it comes together by the linking verb, was. Now let me tell you one thing. When there's a linking verb, whenever there's an action verb, there will not be a linking verb. There will be something called a helping verb, We'll get into further detail in the next slide, okay? They are students of Mrs. Hetson's class. So the subject is they, and the predicate is students of Mrs. Hetson's class. So if they is the subject and students of Mrs. Hetson's class are the predicate, then what do we use to combine them together? That's right, a linking verb. The linking verb here is are. Some other common linking verbs are seem, feel, appear, taste, look, grow, become, and smell. Like the candy tastes sour. Sour. So the candy is the subject, sour is the predicate. The predicate, or sour, is telling more about the subject. What was the candy? Sour. And we need to put the subject and predicate together. So what would we use? A linking verb. Tastes. You look great. So you is the subject, great is the predicate. That means what do we use to combine them? Look, which is a linking verb. Let's move on. Main verb. A main verb in a sentence tells what the subject does or is. The main verb is the most important verb in the predicate, okay? Like, my sister is reading a book. The subject is my sister. And what is my sister doing? She's reading a book. So subject and predicate is here. But listen carefully. As you can see, reading, remember, like I said in the first slide, a main verb can be an action verb. So reading shows an action. So reading is an action verb. It's a main verb and an action verb, okay? So is not the linking verb. Even though my sister is the subject and reading a book is the predicate, doesn't mean that is the linking verb, because reading is the action verb. That means is the helping verb, okay? I am playing tennis in Shamel Park. So what am I doing? I am playing tennis in Chamo Park. So I is the subject, and like I said, what am I doing? I'm playing. So I am playing tennis in Chamo Park. The main thing here, the main verb, playing is a verb, but it's not the only verb in this sentence. Am is also a verb, but playing is the main verb, which is an action verb. So am is not a linking verb, it's a great job. It's a helping verb. It helps when something happens. That's why it's called a helping verb, if you get what I mean. My friend was chatting with my neighbors. So the subject here is my friend. And what was my friend doing? It was chatting. Helping verb. What's a helping verb? A helping verb helps to clarify a tense. By saying tense, I mean past, present, or future. So, okay. So I know you can't really see future that much, but or a variation in the meaning related to the action, which means it could have a variation of the mood or tone. So it tells the mood, it tells the mood or tone of a sentence. Like it tells the mood. Let me show you what I mean. Some words that we could use for a helping verb is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, will, can, may, might, must, could, would, and should. A helping verb always comes before the main verb. Like, I will go to the store on Monday. So I will go to the store on Monday. So here, I is the subject, and go is the main verb, because I will go. But look, a helping verb always comes before the main verb. So that means will is the helping verb. So let me tell you something. Will, as you can see, it says of helping verb helps to clarify tense. So will go, I will go. Will go means I will do the action in the future. So I will go, that means I'll do it in the future. I'll go to the store on Monday. So that means I will go in the future. Not now, I'll go in the future. I must read this book. So I is the subject and read is the main verb. That means must is the helping verb. Now let me show you. Here is or variation in meaning related to the action. Here's what it means. I must read this book. So this sentence is saying that someone will read that book. They have the determination to read that book. They will read that book. Okay? But if someone said, I should read this book, they're not sure if they're going to read it. So do you see the difference between must and should in the tone of the sentence? So it's like, that's what it means by variation in the meaning of related to the action. It varies between either determination or it could be said in a determination way, or it might be done. You should listen to this song. So by saying you should listen to this song, you as a subject, listen is the main verb. So should is great job. Should is the helping verb. So what if I said you must listen to the song? Then it's saying it would determination. Do you see how it varied? You should listen to the song. That means someone's advising them to listen to the song. That it's a good song and that they might like it and they should listen to it. But if someone said you must listen to this song, they're telling you what to do. They're ordering, they're demanding you, they're telling you what to do. I would go to the store if I had money. I is the subject and go is the main verb. That means would is the helping verb. So would is showing that they might go if the store because if they had money. I was taking rest. So I am the subject and what was and taking is the main verb. So that means was is the helping verb. Was is telling when it happened. I was taking rest. That means I did it in the past. So this is what I mean, what it means by clarified tense or variation in the meaning related to the action. Now, regular verb. A regular verb is a verb that ends with ed to show past tense. Like jump to jumped. It's showing that I jump. So I jump. I'm doing it right now. I'm jumping. But what if I say I jumped? I jumped. I did jump. I did it in the past. So I jumped. Play. I'm playing. But I stopped. I played. I added an ed. I added an ed. Like similar to walk, walked. Slip, slipped. Climb, climbed. Scold, scolded. Now, irregular verb. An irregular verb is a verb that does not end with an ed to show past tense. Like do, you can't say dude. You can't say dude, you can't add an ed. That would make no sense. Like run, ran, come, came, become, became. You can't say comed, come. That makes no sense. You can't say runned. So that's why it's called an irregular verb. Run, ran, come, came, become, became, eat, ate, go, and went. But you cannot put ed to make it a past tense. You cannot put an ed to make it a past tense. That because it's a irregular verb. So it won't make sense if you put an ed to a regular verb, like dude. Let's move on. Thank you everybody for listening, and I really hope you enjoyed. I have 93 subscribers. I really want to get it to 100. And please like, subscribe, and share and to your other friends, your sister, your mom, your brother, and everyone you can think of, your friends. But please click that notification bell so you get updated. And please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. So, and I will see you guys later. Bye! See you later!